to the Jerk Circle podcast. I'm your host, Harold, and today we don't have a Dylan or an Andrew, but that's all right because we got a Jared and a Zachary. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
And I figured, seeing that it's going to be us three knuckleheads on the pod for today, I figured what would be more appropriate than discussing one of the hottest teams in baseball right now and our favorite team, the Milwaukee Brewers, who just swept the Dodgers. I don't know how we want to start this off, but the Dodgers, after having a slow start to the season, have been kicking ass now. And frankly, I think the back half of the year, I think they're going to really show teams what we're about. But if anyone got anything to throw in, start knocking it out.
Wait, we talking about the Dodgers or Brewers? Because you were talking about Dodgers.
I meant Brewers. We swept the Brewers.
Okay, I assume that's what you meant, but
we beat them so bad I thought we absorbed them.
I mean, I'd love to absorb some of their talent.
Could you imagine absorbing Shohei Ohtani? I'd take the contract.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a lot of money.
I'll take his current yearly contract if the
the
Dodgers cover if they cover the deferred chip
contract. Yeah, that'd be
The
fun.
I think
$2
it's
million?
$2 million a year. $2 million a year.
2 million. I thought he was like 4, but yeah, I knew it wasn't much.
What is it, 2 for 18 years and then the last 2, or is it the last one?
No, it's 2
I
for
think
10.
Yeah.
He signed for 10, so it's 20 million, and then the other 680 gets deferred
Oh, okay.
for the next 10
what's
years
it come
after.
down to? He's getting paid until 2042 or some shit, isn't it?
Oh,
By the time it's all said and done. I know it's spread out for quite a few years. He's going to be getting 30, 40 mil a year or something.
here,
I thought it. What do you say? 42? Yeah, that makes about sense. 45 because I think it's 10 and 10. So it's
Oh, okay, maybe that's it. Yeah, I knew it was 2040 something. He's going to be getting paid still,
yeah, so it'd be 20,
regardless if he's
45
playing or not.
Yeah, because the whole thing will go 20 years. So that would make so 2045, 2044.
That's nuts. You retire from baseball and you're going to make 10 times more than you did while you were playing baseball.
Yep, and it's smart because where he retires to is where the tax will work into it, so he won't have to pay the crazy California taxes on the biggest share.
he's making $2 million until 2033 when he is 38. So $2 million for the next 10 years, and then after that he's making $68 million a year.
Jesus.
$680 million is deferred.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with this as 1 year contract this year.
Oh yeah.
2 mil. I'd be more than happy.
That's crazy.
God, 68 mil after he retires. That's insane.
And then if you're in a place with no taxes,
Yeah, which I assume he'll probably move back home.
Now I know this is baseball themed, but what's crazy? So the next Supermax NBA player will be getting 80 million a year.
I just seen that. Yeah.
yeah, Shea. What is it? Shea's making
72
million
or
the
something?
last
Yeah.
year of that.
Yeah.
So the next crop, I'm Victor's probably gonna be the first guy to. Well, Victor.
It's hard to say. I'm sure there's somebody before him.
Because it's based off of a percentage of the cap space. So
Right.
if it keeps going up, guys are just gonna keep getting paid a lot, and it's crazy to look at because it's guys that used to sign for your 4-year $30 million deals are now 4 years $85 million. It's holy.
Yeah.
But baseball, baseball is a lot more top heavy for contracts. Where if you're a top dude like Vladimir Guerrero, you're making $400 million. If you're a fringe guy, then you're only making you're barely making money. But baseball money's crazy.
I mean, league minimum once you're past your arbitration stuff is at least $1 million a year. You don't. You're in the majors, so yeah, it's still dumb, stupid, high money.
Oh,
I could handle $1 million a year.
Yeah, but
But Zach, did you see any of the Dodgers game or Brewer Dodger game today?
I was following it on game day at work, and then I listened a little bit on the radio, and then caught the end here at home when
Zach.
I was watching poker and that. So
Is Andrew Vaughn going to be pretty good for us or what? He's definitely starting out hot.
I mean, he's been all right.
Yeah,
He's gonna
it's
get.
pretty nice having him as a backup for Hoskins.
I mean, he's going to get a big shot with Hoskins being out 6
Oh
weeks.
yeah.
So,
Like I said, he was super hyped coming into the league for.
well, yeah, he's draft
Chicago.
number 3. Well, he's draft number 3 overall.
I think that's SFF's problem. He's been pretty decent even for them, but I think they overhyped him so much that him not being phenomenal is. Everybody's just like, nah, this dude sucks.
Well, I mean, and last year and the start of this year, he was dog shit.
It wasn't great, no.
Or it wasn't helping.
The dude's only what? He's low 20s, isn't he?
Well, before that, he was pretty good. I think he has like 75 homers in his career. Like,
I can't argue with that.
I mean, we need power, so hopefully he works.
He's got plenty of it. Hopefully.
No, a good game. You know, I mean, it's good to sweep the Dodgers. We did catch them at a kind of a downish period, but they're still the Dodgers.
That's right. I'll still take a sweep over the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I would say
like how they're-
we took down the Dodgers when they're having a rough skid, but I think the game of the night or the game of the series, I think definitely goes yesterday. Mizorowski.
Yep, Miz will bounce back.
Right? Give up a home run to your first at bat and then proceed to strike out. What do you do? 7 in a row, I think, after that?
Something like that, yeah.
It was insane. I know he went like 2 or 3 innings with all strikeouts.
Yeah. But I'm saying the Mets game where he first kind of, issues, give up the 5 runs in the 1 inning, and then
yeah. I see what you mean.
His first blow,
and then come back. Yeah, then come and just turn it completely around and just
Just
shove
dominate.
and dominate the. I don't understand how when he's hitting his spots, how guys can even make contact with him. It's just
No, it's nuts.
because like I talked before, just the raw stuff, it was crazy. Like he touches 102, 97 mile an hour slider, the curveball's nasty, and every once in a while he pulls out the changeup that's getting good. But then, tall guys don't always have really good extension because a lot of them stay tall. Like Randy Johnson stayed tall because he basically it was coming down at him, because was start real high and then come down. Well, Miz, stretches himself out, so he has the longest extension of any pitcher. It's like 7.5 feet. He's from the rubber to when he lets go of the ball.
Yeah, that's insane.
So they do they do this stuff. So if his fastball is around 99 to 100, but the perceived velocity to the hitter because of the extension is like 105, 106 when he throws it 100.
Yeah.
So that means his slider is being perceived as like 100 mile an hour slider. Like how the fuck can you?
The slider's disgusting.
And
like
then it has so
the
much
pitch
break on it too. It's like a math problem. You can't solve it.
Yeah.
And
the curveball to Ohtani, he wanted to put in the same spot he did the second one, down out of the zone where Ohtani just whiffed at it, but he hung it enough that, he was able to hit it. But yeah, otherwise, if he's hitting his spots with his stuff, it's like, it's luck.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have to give Zach a little bit of credit because I think even before the season began, Mizorowski was one of the guys that you were so high on. I guess and you were calling, you were saying if the Brewers call him up, he's going to be great. And I mean, so far he's been phenomenal. I guess what was it specifically about Mizorowski that got you so hyped up about him? Was it something in particular or just his game?
Obviously his stuff, with the way pitchers is getting, velocities and stuff like that, it's not uncommon hard thrower, but was unique. Guys don't throw that hard with that movement and all that stuff. No, the thing that was cited was, so as we're talking that, I'm real nerdy about like the MLB drafts and prospects and stuff, so I follow all the Brewers guys like, very closely in that. And he had been like really wild, coming up, just a lot of walks. His strike zone rate was not very good in that, and then gradually get better in that. But then towards the end of last year, they moved him into the pen because they were considering possibly bringing him up in September to be out of the bullpen. They never did. But like when he moved to the pen, it's like something clicked. And then he just started throwing a lot more strikes. It was dominating. And then spring training, it looked like it too. And then, this year when he started on the minors, it was just, his strike, his walks were down. His strike rate was up. His zone rate was up. So it was just like you're looking at all that stuff. And then there's a lot of other numbers that I don't really understand. But the guys that do were like, this is elite. So just was waiting for them to finally bring him up. And I think they waited until it was past the Super 2 status for him.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what that means.
I was about to say, what is the Super 2 status?
It's for prospects, so like when they come up in that for like rating and how they are, so many like prospects get labeled Super 2, and it's just a thing. And basically what it means is that you get an extra year of arbitration.
Okay.
So instead of the last 3 years you're in arbitration, the last 4 you have an arbitration. So then it ends up meaning that the team ends up paying you like, $8 million more than what it would before. So it's
okay.
So small market teams, you want to have control of the guys at as little money for as long as you can. So that's the layman's term to explain it.
Okay. So then with a guy like him, the sooner you sign it, I know it's really, really early on, but the sooner you sign him to an extension, the cheaper it is versus waiting on it. At what point do you think it's worth it for the Brewers to say, like, all right, we got to pay him? Is it even worth it to pay him at this point? Is it way too early?
Not. No, they signed Churio before he made the majors. To go throughout. I'm sure they've had talks with him, and it's just kind of, if they do it, American-born players tend to like not do those things. Because basically, if they sign him now, the Brewers would be like, "Hey, we want to sign you to like a year or two past your arbitration, but you'll get more money now than when it's then." But a lot of these elite guys are like, "No, like if I, get the arbitration and get out at my normal time free agents, I'm going to make a shit ton more money then." So it's kind of the give it, So a lot of players will bet on themselves. Some of them won't, So I'm sure they have talked to him, and then after this year, if he keeps pitching like he is, they'll probably have talks in the offseason to try to do an extension like that. Because they did it with Freddie Peralta. And they did it with Aaron Ashby. So they've done it with other players, and they'll try to, but some players don't like. Like Corbin Burns didn't, and they tried to do that, probably when he came up, but he saw it was like, no, I'll, get the free agency and sign my big deal. I want to get as early as I can.
Because I
So
think
you got a big deal.
Yeah. So it just depends on the player if they're willing to, because the player will sacrifice a couple years of like high, earning towards the end, because they'll usually sign. So the way it works with prospects is teams have control of them for 6 years once they get to the majors. And that there's a certain amount of times you can have them in the minor before they reach rule for all that stuff, but it doesn't. But once they've become in the majors, you have control of them for 6 years. 3 of them is at the whatever the rookie base is, which I think it's a couple $100,000 or whatever. But then once they've been up for 3 years, they start doing arbitration. So then they'll enter what they think they're worth. The team will say what they're worth, and they'll go, and then it'll come out, and then they get money, and then you have 3 years of that, and then you're a free agent.
Okay.
So when they tried to sign him early, so like if say next season the Brewers would probably offer him like a like a 6-year deal in that. So then it means he's already had 1 year done or close to. So they'll try to sign him for like a year after for arbitration. But then they'll be like, hey, but these first 3 years, you're going to be making, 8-9 million when you would only be making a couple 100,000. But then you're going to have to give us a year or two at the end that we have you. Then you would go for free agent.
That if they were a free agent, you would be paying like 6, 7, 8 figures more.
Yeah. So like if he keeps progressing at you once he gets a free agent, he's gonna be, by then it's gonna be 25, 30 million a year for 6, 7 years or whatever. So it just kind of depends player. It seems like the island-born players, so like the Venezuelan, Dominican guys, take these deals more often because they come from like no money, and it's just kind of like, okay, we'll take that money to help family and stuff. Whereas the American-born players and more of them are like, I'll just bet on myself and get to the free agency earlier to get the real money.
Oh, I hope they don't let him walk because he has been ridiculous, and the Brewers aren't known for spending top dollar for their guys. They'll let him walk. So,
well, we'll have
can't
him
afford top dollar.
Yeah, we can't. We'll have him for 5 years. When 5 years, we'll trade him, before the last year to try to get something, unless we still are like contending, and then, so like that's how it works with small market teams. You got these windows. Like right now, we're gonna have like a 5-6 year, and it's gonna be the Churio, Mizorowski, Jesus Mate, Luis Pena, Cooper Pratt, Brock Wilkins window.
Let's hope they're all good.
Hopefully. And there's a bunch more. Like the Brewers farm system is pretty stacked. There's a lot more names.
They shit out pitchers. They
you got Logan Henderson, Brett Wachowski's coming.
Newly named
Bishop
All-Star
Letson.
Trevor McGill.
Got that. We got them. So like small market teams, you gotta just keep getting different windows. And part of that is when your guys get closer for agency, unless at certain you either trade them to try to get some pieces back, or if you're still like in the window, you maybe keep them and then you give them a qualifying offer and then you get a draft pick from it. But yeah, like you like guys, we can't get super attached to them because like we did the Yelich deal, and that was kind of a shocker that he did it.
Say he took a big cut and pay though to stay.
Yeah, he did.
See, he got offered, I heard, anywhere from 40, 50 million more to go to these other teams.
Well, if he would have kept going, because he was he would have been 2 years away to get free agency.
Something like that.
So obviously he signed that deal, and next year he was the MVP, and I was like, well, shit, he probably shouldn't have done it. And next year he was on the way to be an MVP, but then he got hurt, and that, so maybe this ended up working out for him, that he got more money, but you never know. But yeah, so sometimes that happened, but, like I said, we just enjoy him for the next 5 years.
I say, but he's been back and playing pretty damn good this year.
He has.
He is. Yeah.
I think
that back surgery looks like it worked.
Our leading home run guy for this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been pretty damn good. He's actually been fun to watch again.
Yeah. The team's fun to watch. It would be nice to have one more
deep ball hitter.
big bat in the lineup, but.
Yeah,
I know, I'm not. Brewers have always got big bat kind of guys. I'm not used to seeing this little small ball stuff.
What's so weird? So back in the day when it was the J.J. Hardy, Braun, Fielder, Corey Hart, Ricky Weeks, we had all this offense. Like we led the league, I think, in runs and home runs that 1 year, but no pitching.
None.
And then now it's, like the last years, the Peralta, Burns, Woodruff, we've had this just insane amount of pitching, but we can't score any runs. We got no hitters.
All right, well, let's take this pitching staff and then them hitters and win us
it's like
Super Bowl. Jesus,
the hope is that, and it's gonna come. I've been saying it. It's gonna happen, Brewers fans.
Eventually, they're gonna connect them both.
These windows, it's gonna connect with this elite pitching. It's gonna connect with the elite group of hitting, and then we're gonna have a 2-3 year window where we're gonna win a World Series in one of those years. It's gonna happen.
I sure hope so.
It has to happen.
I hope so.
All right, Sandy.
For my sanity, yeah.
I have said this before, because baseball is my absolute number one sport. The Brewers are my number one team. I would take the Packers, Bucks, all of them, like never even making the playoffs for the rest of my life if I could get one World Series title.
For the rest of your life, wow.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
can't really argue with you.
I would take that. If someone came to me and offered that, they'd be like, oh yeah. Be like, oh, but in your lifetime, the Packers, Bucks, they'll never even make the playoffs. I'm like, yep, well, I guess that sucks, but if I get my World Series win.
I'd prefer another Giants Super Bowl.
All right, nobody prefers that.
Yeah.
Says
Well,
the
you're
Nuggets.
kind of a Johnny come lately to the scene. I am a born, bred in my blood Brewers fan. And it's been a lot of rough years, shit
That's an
years.
understatement.
Yeah. So,
Shit, our whole
And-
life up until the mid 2000s was bad.
yeah. And I think you lean more. You're a football first guy too, right?
Me?
Who, me or Harold?
Yeah, Harold.
I'm mostly football. Football's been my number one.
Yeah. See, like to me, baseball is one of my favorite sport since forever. So I love football too, but baseball is my top one.
It just sucks
So-
though because fantasy baseball is not as fun as fantasy football.
Yeah, too many games, and you have to go by a week.
It's too hard to track it, yeah.
That's why it works perfect that there's only one game a week for a team. Each team like
It's spread out
It
enough
just-
that it isn't overwhelming. You can
yeah, it works out better to set up your lineups, do all that stuff. It's just it's like the perfect sport for it.
basketball's the same way as the baseball, although baseball's a little bit more. Like I like baseball fantasy more than I like basketball fantasy, but it's still like a lot of you have to check your lineup pretty much every single day,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah, I gave up on that in basketball real quick.
Yeah, I think I set my lineup after I traded Giannis to Jared, and then I don't think I looked at it after that. All right. What do we move on to next? What kind of topics did you have set up?
I
well,
don't really have much.
So I know me and Jared were talking about something he wanted to do for his hot topic of the week, but seeing how we have a good amount of time left, do you maybe want to talk about it now?
It don't matter to me. It was just more of a discussion thing.
Who's your guys'
Basically- Well, hey,
Who's-
go ahead.
who's your guys' favorite baseball player? Like
Like of all time?
all time, like just overbid, then who's your favorite Brewer?
I mean, I think you know my answer because it's a brewer.
Okay.
Or do I have to pick a non-brewer and then my brewer?
Well, pick a non-brewer and a brewer.
Okay. Brewer, we'll make it simple. It's Ryan Braun.
Okay.
I mean, I grew up and watched in the heyday of Ryan Braun. It's so fucking fun to watch him in Fielder.
Mm-hmm.
Non-brewer? Let me think on that. Harold can answer for a second.
All time.
Either one.
All right. For a non-brewer, I have to go Barry Bonds just because every single time I see a stat about him, it makes me roll my eyes. Like the man in a year, if you took away his bat and he never got a single hit in 2004, still had more walks than strikeouts. I don't understand how that's possible. That's beyond my understanding. And I don't remember what baseball game it was, but there's a Barry Bonds player, and that guy was wicked. That guy would smash everything, 500, 600-yard homer, and I'm like, yep, that guy's great.
His year when he broke the single season record, the 74 home runs. His line for that year is so stupid. His on base percentage was 430. It was 538. No, 530. His he had almost a 1400 OPS.
Yeah, that's insane.
It was so fun. It just is dumb. How someone could have been that dominant. That year was crazy because there was years where he played a series against the team. So 3 games, 4 games. And he only saw like 3 strikes the whole time because he was either intentionally walked or the pitchers just didn't throw him a strike. And in those series, like the one series was against a team, he saw 3 strikes in the whole series, and all 3 of them were home run. Like he only saw 3 strikes and he hit them all 3 of them out. Like it's just
It's when you play a baseball video game and turn the difficulty all the way down.
yeah.
Pretty much.
My favorite Brewer. Now this is gonna be very recent. This is my first full year watching the Brewers and actively partaking in the Brewer culture and the team. I think my favorite Brewer has to be Cheerio, just because he's one of those hype guys. Like I think, especially in baseball, like football has a lot of guys too where they have that name value of like, wow, this guy is Justin Jefferson. You know, this guy is. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, but he's not been as fun to watch recently. But, like, Josh Allen, where it's like, the guy is, like, so fun to watch, and he's super athletic. I got that with Churio. Just kind of, like, him being a good fielder, him sprinting around all over the place, and him, he's been pretty good as a hitter. He hasn't been, like, super elite, but he's been pretty solid. And, I guess the other one I'd give it to is, even though it's been such a short time, I think I really like watching Freddie Peralta pitch. He's been pretty solid. But other than that, I can see Mizorowski ended up on this list by the end of the year.
Yeah, he'll shoot up real fast on Team People's fans. And that.
Probably.
So my favorite Brewer of all time, I would say Robin Yount, but like the end of his career was like when I was a kid, so like I don't fully remember it. And that's kind of a lame one. My favorite Brewer is Corey Hart. I love watching Corey Hart. And he was kind of before
the goofiest looking dude ever, though.
Well, because he was 6'6", but he could fly. Like
the dude could move.
He did everything
and he
out.
has such a weird swing, but he still managed to hit home runs all the time.
And that. Like he was still back. He kind of was in the wrong era because like he struck out more. So like they kind of like was poop. Right now they'd be like, oh yeah, no problem, because when he hit the ball, it was he barreled it and things like that. My other favorite Brewer is Ben Sheets. And that. My favorite non-Brewer player of all time was Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, I can't argue that. Everybody loved Griffey.
Those Seattle teams back when it was him, Randy Johnson, young A-Rod, Jay Buhner. Those teams were so much fun to watch because that was when the Brewers couldn't, they weren't even close to getting the playoffs. So it's like,
no, God, no.
So come World Series time, it's like you pick a team, and that team was like so easy to cheer for.
Yeah. All right, I think I figured mine out.
Yeah.
So I want to start by I didn't grow up watching baseball like Zach did. Actually, when I was younger, I was like Harold. I didn't really care too much about sports at all. So I didn't really start watching baseball until probably early-ish 2000s. But growing up, I kept hearing about this one certain pitcher all the time. I was this young phenom, blah, blah, blah. Long black hair. I don't know if you can figure out who we're talking about yet, Zach.
I know who you're
talking about.
Tim Lincecum. That kid, for about a 5-6 year stretch, was the most dominant pitcher on the planet. You couldn't touch him. Harold,
that
I never even heard of the guy.
Yeah, that drove me nuts because you ever see those TikToks where they're like, oh, like random, obscure, like professional sports player, to name them. There's one with baseball, and it was like a high school thing, and they're like Tim Lincecum. I was like, he was a 2-time Cy Young winner, like
right, won back-to-back Cy Youngs.
Yeah, like one of the pitchers, random lad,
like anybody that's watched baseball knows who the hell Lincecum is.
Yeah.
But he was so fun to watch because he, for starters, had the weirdest pitch ever. The dude tried to do the splits with every throw.
Because he was tiny. He was like 5'8".
Yeah, he wasn't very tall. But he's like you said with Mizorowski, he tries to stretch his leg out as far as he can get. He was just, I don't know, part of him being so goofy on the mound made it funner to watch. And then he's out there just striking out dudes left and right. He was fun to watch. But other than that, most of my picks are going to be Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the old great Brewers, like you said, you had obviously Braun, Corey Hart, J.J. Hardy. Ricky Weeks was always one of my favorites. There's so many good ones back then. What about you, Harold? You sleeping over there?
Oh,
He named his.
yeah, I did.
I know.
Barry
I'm just fucking with him.
Oh.
Barry Bonds.
So who would you guys like to see the Brewers maybe try to trade for?
Paul Skeens. No.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think we need any more pitchers right now. We
No,
still got
you
ones
just
coming off of IR. We got to figure out where to go with.
You just need maybe like 1 or 2 more power bats. Maybe.
Yeah. There's not a lot. I know most Brewers fans want Eugenio Suarez, but I don't know. The Diamondbacks are close. They might not trade him. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't even know who's available for being traded. So.
And that, like, some people think Bregman's, like, that the
Yeah, but
Red
do we want to
Sox
get Bregman? Because Durbin hasn't been bad.
Well, yeah, well, yeah, see, most of them he's over. Like, if you got Eugenio, like, him at third because of how many more home runs he has, but then he really weakens your defense, which I don't like.
I mean, right, we got one of the best defenses.
And you wouldn't get him to be DH because I kind of like that Yelich is basically just our DH.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, I know some people talked about maybe trying to get an outfielder because with Mitchell being down, but Collins has put himself in. I
say his defense has been solid.
Yeah, I like where he's at. There really isn't a spot where I would, like, see an upgrade. I mean, in a perfect world, if we could get, like, in my perfect world, if you got like a Bregman, then that means that we would just move Durbin to shortstop or move Terang to short.
Right.
And then Durbin at second, and then Ortiz can just go fuck off somewhere,
Yeah, you're not like that, man.
Yeah, like, I mean, that'd be a perfect sit, but I don't see any chance in hell we would trade for Bregman unless the Red Sox ate a shit ton of his salary because
can afford it.
Yeah, because he signed what, a 3-year, $100 million
it was
deal?
Something insane, yeah.
And that's so like, yeah. So I think, let me check. He's owed $11 million still this year, and then it would be that. So they'd have to take like a big chunk of that before. Let's do it. Every year, right. I wish they would do. I had say the same thing. Like, our bullpen's absolutely nasty. I would just love to try to make it even more nasty. I mean, like,
have a good pitching staff. What's going to win it?
Yeah, like the Red Sox probably are going to be trading Chapman. You imagine putting Chapman between.
I know. I want to say Homeboy's getting old, but yet he still seems to be throwing the ball faster the older he gets.
Oh, he's still
an absolute machine.
You at the end of our bullpen, you go Koenig, Uribe, Chapman.
Yeah, that'd be disgusting.
And McGill, like, come play out. Like, you only need to start to get 6 innings, and then you got that coming at you. I would love to see him get. Yeah, like a guy like that. Who's the other reliever? The Twins have a guy. Yeah, Griffin Jacks would be another one.
Well, don't they got Griffin Jackson, not Johan Duran.
Oh yeah, they got Johan Duran too. So
it is Duran, yeah.
So like maybe one of them and that. I know Bednar, the Pirates try to trade him, but it's almost impossible to trade within the division.
Yeah, that's probably not happening.
They don't want to trade their guys, or they want you to pay so much extra, so that wouldn't work. But that's what I would like to see. Otherwise, there really isn't any like elite giant bat that's going to be out there. Unless Atlanta decide that, hey, we're going to suck for 3 years. Let's
get rid of Acuna.
Yeah, let's put Acuna on the block.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to Acuna in the outfield.
There's one of the ACL for him.
One of the ESPN guys did like what offers could teams do to get him, and he did a Brewers one, and it was like Mate, Pena, Pratt, and then like Uribe, and I was like, God, that's a
all
lot.
Of our good prospects.
I mean, we'd still have like some good ones, but I was like, shit.
Yeah, but them were the top dog ones.
You only do that if
I was
you
like,
think you're going to be winning it this
I
year.
was like,
next
Christ.
year.
I was like,
That's a
that
lot.
would be an absolute lot, but you still would have Acuna through 2028. But like,
At a pretty fair deal.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd make that deal.
Nah, I think at the end of the day, I wouldn't either.
It's not do or die yet. You don't make a deal like that.
It's just too many. If it was like Luis Pena, Pratt, I wouldn't put Uribe because then we'd have to try to fill that would weaken our bullpen too much.
Right.
And would I really want to put like Henderson in there? Yeah, I don't know. It would just be way too much to get him. But I mean, he would be put us over the top possibly to be like World Series, favorites.
He would definitely
up there with the other ones. But I don't think the Braves would do that because I think they'd be like, hey, we'll just this year's chalk, but we'll be right back there next year.
Plus, I've only watched the Brewers for a little bit. I know the Brewers' number one arch nemesis is not injuries, it's not other teams, it's the wild card round because you can't win it. You never do.
That fucking fact.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what it has become, yeah. All right. So what was Jared's hot topic thing?
I guess we can. We can start. Do we just want to dive into hot topics, or do we want to? Jared, do you want to do yours last then?
Yeah.
It don't matter to me when I do it.
Okay.
I mean, unless you guys want to start talking prospects and all that stuff. I mean,
I don't know if they want a 7-hour podcast.
We can get into it, guys.
My computer's gonna start crying. The file's too big.
Probably.
All right.
No, we'll get to our hot topics for the week. Even though
hold up. Before we get into this, Zach, I found out some disturbing ass news today from Harold.
Oh.
Okay.
So this man now lives in this lovely state of Wisconsin.
Okay.
And he's about the only Giants fan I know, actually.
Yeah.
This man has never heard of Ron Dane. Exactly.
Christ. I mean, I guess, but when Ron Dane played, how old was he?
I mean, yeah, I get it. He was out of college, I think, before Harold was even born. But, God, how do you live in a state and not know who he is?
In my defense, you're the only major Badger fan that I know that talks about it regularly.
I think part of the thing that sucks with it is that he should be the all-time rushing leader still.
Yes.
But they changed the rule that bowl games count towards stats, but they didn't go back in time and put those with other players.
Yeah, because he'd still be leading them.
Yeah, so he'd be the all-time rusher by like a shit ton. Because the current guy, yeah, he got all the games and bowl games to it.
One?
Yeah. And I think the guy who broke it had like a COVID year, so he had like 5 seasons. Or something like that,
Who is the record holder?
I can't remember.
No, it's not a Badger.
No, he's from like not like a small school, but like San Diego State or something like that. I can't remember who.
Here, we'll use the reliable internet. Hey Siri.
Would you like that in a recipe?
Who is the all-time NCAA rushing leader? Emmitt Smith, 18,000 yards.
Huh?
No,
I say that's not right.
No.
Because that even got beat.
No. Hey, oh my. All right. Sorry, Siri don't work.
I think that's the all-time NFL.
No, isn't it Herschel Walker? No, all right, I'm done talking.
It's Donnell Pumphrey.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Yeah, he was from San Diego State.
There you go.
Yeah,
Ron Dane is second.
Yeah.
Ricky Williams is third. JT Jonathan Taylor is fourth. And then
I didn't realize JT was that high on that list.
6,174.
Wow, that guy was that guy was fun to watch.
He would have broken.
So that's crazy. So that Pumphrey guy only has 8 more yards than Ron Dane. And that's with the 4 full seasons and bowl games. I think one of Ron Dane's bowl games he had almost 300 yards.
Yes.
Like so
JT would have broke it if he went for his senior year.
He very well could have.
But
Yeah, that is crazy. He had that many yards in just 3 seasons. But he was
and
nuts.
he didn't play the first 2 or 3 games of his freshman year.
Not a lot.
Not much. I mean, he got a couple carries, but for the most part, it was not White. He was out of there by now. But it was what other dude?
I can't remember. Wasn't that the guy who ended up transferring? I don't know.
Yeah, he left after JT basically like, give me the ball, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. But
all right. Before we go to the next thing, then, since we're talking Badgers, and I love me some Badgers. Harold, I'll ask you first, but what is your favorite all-time Badger?
My favorite all-time Badger?
All-time Badger baseball player? Jared?
No, I didn't want to say baseball. We're talking football.
Well, I mean, this was a baseball podcast, so I thought.
Yeah, well, this is a sports podcast.
It's a sports podcast. We had a golf episode, so we're in the woods.
All right.
I'd say, Harold, I don't know if you'll know too many, but we'll just go with you first.
My favorite, I guess I would have to go with Russell Wilson, although I don't know too many. I'm going to be honest.
That's fair. I mean, Russell Wilson was an absolute beast that one year he played for us.
I'm about to say, did he transfer? Did he come out after that or what?
Yeah,
he transferred in
from
NC State.
Yeah, that's it.
And so it was his senior year, transfer year, that thing. So he only had 1 year of eligibility with the Badgers.
He definitely made it count. He took us to a Rose Bowl. We lost it, but
yeah, should have won that shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Jared Aberdaris.
We should have actually probably been playing for a national championship because that was that year that fucking Michigan State game that fucked us. I remember we were up at the Island Casino for this casino trip, and that one waitress was giving Jared shit before the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't go into enemy territory during that game.
Yeah, that Michigan State, we were going to be...
Especially wearing all Badger gear.
And then I was like, fuck, we can't go back down now after that game.
No. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was bad. All right, what's yours, Hank?
Being a big guy, it's Joe Thomas.
Okay, I kind of figured you were going to say that.
Yeah, it's Joe Thomas. Yeah, I'm going with that.
All right, mine's definitely a little more flashy. I got to go with this amount of great running backs that have come out of Wisconsin. My favorite one, well, he played there, and it was most fun to watch, was Monty Ball.
Really? I thought Melvin Gordon was more fun to watch.
I don't know, man. That's a tough fight between them two.
Yeah.
I know JT obviously had a better career than them two. But that's because that dude was just so fast and ran away from everybody. Monty Ball and Melvin Gordon were some scrappy little bastards.
Yeah, they were. I'll give you that. They were good. All of them were good.
Those two. They did. We went through about a 10-year stretch of just absolute dominance in the running game.
We had. If they would have given the goddamn ball to John Clay, we would have won that bowl game.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I forgot all about John Clay.
Against TCU. He was just... They've given the ball. It was 6 yards to carry at the end of the game. Then Brett Bielema decided, no, we're going to throw this shit. And then, like a pick six? Oh, that was...
Yeah, he pulled a Seattle dude move.
Yup.
Well,
hell, that was...
Who's your favorite defensive Badger?
It's J.J. Watt.
He's up there. Chris Borland was fun.
Chris Borland was fun. He was fun.
Hey, look at the time. I can't name you a single defensive Badger. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you can. J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. Come on now.
What was the other one's name? Play at Wisconsin. Fred? The fullback. Derek. Did Derek Watt play at Wisconsin?
Oh, Derek Watt? Yeah, all the Watt brothers played in Wisconsin.
I like
Derek Watt, T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
He ain't defensive, though, but...
What about Alec Ingold?
Well, he's another fullback.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fullback, but he's also used a little bit more than the fullback.
And that T.J. Watt was good, but he really only had 1 year where he was good.
Right.
Like, really good.
Yeah, J.J. was fucking disgusting since he got there.
Like, Zach Bond had 2 years where he was unblockable almost. Joe Schobert, right? No, who's the guy? He's a linebacker for the Browns for a bunch of years. Is that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know. The 1 year Van Ginkel was kind of good, or 2.
Yeah, he was okay. He's definitely. I think Van Ginkel's done better in the NFL than he did college.
Yeah.
Especially now, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuckers, we should have kept him.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, well, Dolphins are dumb.
Don't have nice things. But you got
No,
Darren
we can't
Waller
have
now,
nice
so
things.
you got a good
Yeah.
rapper now.
Oh yeah, fucking stoked.
But yeah,
Anyway.
I think we're ready to wrap this bad boy up. We have reached the end of the podcast, and as we always do before we leave, we tell everyone our hot topics of the week. Zach, unless you want to go first, I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
All right, I'll go. This Saturday I'm going to see the new Superman movie, and I think I think that this is gonna really determine how interested I am in the new DC universe. If it's very good, then I'll be like, all right, I'm in it. I'll go watch Blue Beetle. I'll go watch what I need to, and I will start following along. If it's bad, then well, I won't. But yeah.
Have you guys seen Blue Beetle?
No, I have not.
It's not horrible.
I heard it was pretty solid.
I think it's on HBO Max here. You can watch it.
Yeah, I think I've seen it on there.
Yeah, I didn't think it was horrible. Now, do I have any faith that this new Superman movie is going to be good? No. Just, I don't know. It seems like DC and Superman. I just think this might be a hot take.
Superman. No, I'm with you. I don't like him.
Okay. I just think Superman as an overall character comics is just not interesting. Like, I've never
make
been
a man that can't get beat unless you got a fucking kryptonite stone.
Yeah, until you got this magic rock.
Otherwise, he's the most overpowered thing on the planet. It makes no sense.
Yeah. So it's like, other characters are way more interesting. Batman's more interesting, even though he's not at the top. But like, all the Marvel guys are way more interesting. But
oh yeah.
DC has the more iconic ones all time, just because Superman, Batman. But very recently, the last 25 years, I'd say DC has really dropped the ball compared to Marvel. Even with Marvel starting to get stale now, it's still whatever they push out now has been better so far.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can fix it. But again, like you said, I'm not going in with super high expectations, but also I'm willing to be surprised.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure what true comic book nerds are. They're probably like, oh, you don't understand the writing and the storytelling with Superman, how great it is.
You need. That was a good. I like that accent. I like that. That's pretty good. You practice that?
Yep. Use it all the time.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So what is it again?
Hot topic of the week.
Hot topics. I got 2 of them. I think this first one's going to kind of probably steal in the Jared's.
Okay.
But kind of excited. Jared bought a smoker, and we were going to test that thing out.
That is my entire hot topic.
Okay.
He stole that, the bastard.
Oh, sorry. Kind of looking forward to it. My real one, though, is Sunday starts. It ties into the theme of this, podcast. But Sunday starts, one of the greatest days ever.
Oh, the MLB
is the first day of the MLB draft. So.
Oh, is that this Sunday?
Yep. The first 3 rounds are Sunday. And then the rest will be Monday. But.
How many rounds do they go now?
It's only 20 now.
Okay.
I missed the day. I missed the days when it was 50.
Holy Christ.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Everyone got drafted.
Yeah, I would say.
Didn't back in the day too, you could drop out at a certain point, so you had the 1 or 2 teams drafting back and forth the same guy.
Yeah, a lot of them did it. A lot of them didn't, but yeah, a lot of times it would get down after 45, or some teams would drop. They'd be like, "Yeah, no, we're not signing these guys." And then a lot of picks would be like, "Oh, our, hitting coach's son who doesn't even play baseball."
Batman.
They'll draft him just to say, or just to be like, "Oh, that he was drafted," things like that.
This seems kind of dumb.
Yeah, well, because there's so many players and so many rounds, and they weren't going to sign him. So, a lot of times it would get to that, and it's that's why it was it was fine that they cut it.
Like, I think...
Yeah, I'm sure nobody complained.
Like, same thing with, like, basketball used to have, like, so many rounds, and, like, you had, like... I want to say Bruce Jenner got drafted, even though he was, like, not even a basketball player, like, the 15th round or something in basketball, and he's like, I don't play.
All right.
But...
All right, Jared, yours then?
Well, you stole mine, so...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, basically mine was that. Me and Hank been talking for a couple of years now about getting a smoker. Because, well, obviously we're big backs and we like to eat food. We love smoked food when we can get it.
Yep.
But yeah, basically, so I just been looking around. I found one on Marketplace for dirt cheap. And I'm like, yeah, it's a good starting point to get into it, to see how it is. So we're excited. I bought a rack of ribs. We're going to probably cook that this weekend on it.
Yep, Jared, I've been watching some videos for making beef ribs. We need to get a spritzer.
Yeah, we need one of them.
And
yeah, figure out like marinade.
Most people do like apple cider vinegar in it.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And like basically like each hour you gotta spritz it on like some of the dry spots. But yeah, no, basically it's seen a lot of people for beef ribs, they do binder as Worcestershire sauce or just olive oil.
Yeah, see, I've seen a lot of different ones.
I've seen
a lot of them use just mustard, yeah.
If you're like,
yeah,
like there's so many different ways to do a barbecue. Like people use like mayonnaise sometimes, not for.
I've seen mayonnaise,
but I've seen like mayonnaise, mustard, like obviously barbecue sauce.
Yep.
The world's kind of your oyster with that, which is kind of cool.
Right.
No, so you got that. So yeah, basically olive oil and then just a shit ton of seasoning, cover the whole fucking thing up. Then it says, yeah, throw it on. Was it like 2 something? And it's like
something like 250 or 300, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like 2 or maybe like 275, and they said basically like 4 hours. Every hour you check it, and you spray the parts that look like they might be getting dry, and then after the 4 hours, you take that bitch off, wrap it up, and let it sit for like a half hour. And then good to go.
Well,
gotta get some butcher paper.
I know when I get a cow leg or something, I know where I'm taking it.
A cow leg?
Yeah.
Now, I warn you, it's not the largest grill, but it'll work.
It can't be.
But
like I said, it's a good starting point to see if I'm any good at it and how I like it.
I guarantee you, though, next time we do a little get-together, so someone's bringing something to smoke.
I hope so.
And I think the best part of the smoker is it doesn't just have to be meats. Like, if someone makes, like, a mac and cheese, they could throw that in the smoker, too.
I know. I want to try that someday, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you have, like, so much versatility. So, congratulations on that smoker, dude.
Do that.
I was pretty pumped about it.
We need to do those. We need to do those shotgun shells things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the hell them are.
It's those, like, big, round noodles, and you basically stuff them with, like, sausage and... Yeah, you stuff them with, like, sausage or hamburger, and then you wrap them in bacon. And then, like, put barbecue sauce on and you smoke them.
I'm not mad at what we're saying right now.
Yeah, they call them shotgun shells is what they call.
I'll have to look that up.
I know Jared's not a spice guy, but like bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers or like armadillo.
I mean, I could throw them on there. I just don't have to participate in eating them.
Yeah.
You can throw whatever the hell you want on there.
Oh yeah, I definitely think
I'm stoked to try it.
I definitely cannot wait for that. As a big backer, as a former big back working his way back into the good graces, I cannot wait for that.
We looked at brisket at Costco.
Yeah, we're gonna do some other things before we work our way up to that.
Brisket is hey, 5 guys are coming over. Let's split the cost.
Yeah, pretty much. Some fuckers ain't cheap.
And then you have like a good amount of prep you got to do with it, and then the whole time you're nervous because like if I mess this up, I just threw all this money in the smoker.
I know. That's why I don't want to just go straight away into that.
Start with brats, ribs, something easy, and then you can work your way up.
See, to me, it's like you just jump in, fuck, balls in, go for it. We should have just done, but.
I mean, if
it's kind of like when you get it's when you get like when you first get your license. I was like, okay, let's take it nice and slow. Not cross country road trip.
Shit, I still don't do cross country road trips.
I don't even like going to Oshkosh.
No, I don't even like driving to work. I don't like driving, damn it.
But yeah,
that's what we got Dildo for. He loves to drive.
Dylan's DD. Hey, his name starts with a D. Dylan Driver DD.
Yeah.
Shout out Dylan's Tahoe.
Tahoe.
And speaking of Tahoe, I think we're ready to wrap this bad boy up. Andrew's going to be a little bit upset it went long, but you know what, Andrew? Sometimes the long ones are the good ones, you know? Mm-hmm. Shorts are fun, but sometimes the longs are the way to go. So, yeah, unless anyone's got anything, I think we're ready to bounce.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yep.
This is the Jerk Circle Podcast, and until next time, I will see you boys and girls later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.